Welcome to the Stonehouse Studio and Gallery. I'm Gerry Hogaboam, and I'm participating, I'm very excited to do that, in the L&A Studio Tour this September 9th and 10th. I will be welcoming guests to my house here with Linda Coulter, who's a fiber artist from Kingston. She's a wonderful person and artist, and myself. And we will be putting our art throughout the house so that visitors will have a sense of what their painting might look like in their own environment. I'm in my tiny little studio. This is where the magic happens. It's not a Paris garret. It's not a wonderful industrial space overlooking Berlin. It's just a small, tiny room in the back of a 185-year-old house. But it's very convenient, and I like it because I can come and go as I please to paint. My inspiration when I paint, I don't use photo references. Very seldom do I do that. Sometimes for still life, I set up a scene and sketch it and light it and use that. But mostly I paint just from my inspiration, my memories. What do I paint? I paint my life experiences, my collections. I love porcelain, for instance, and so I collect that. So it's wonderful for my still life work. My work is about time and places and memories. It's also a celebration. Joyful, colorful, I have tape on my leg. Joyful, colorful themes. I use color, textures, shapes, and I start very abstractly, even when it's an impressionistic painting, representational, and then towards the end, something tells me to continue abstractly or to bring in an image. My materials, I use acrylic paint, heavy body acrylic paint, and my work is really about color, texture, shapes, and I work with this until somehow I feel the painting expresses me in my art. I use canvases from large to very tiny. My tools are typical artist tools, such as brushes. When I paint large, I need large tools, and I use these especially in the beginning. And I use household items, anything I can find, spatula from the kitchen. When I need a circle, I might use a pie plate, for instance. My process, I choose a theme. This was part of a theme that I painted during COVID, thus its name, Home. And I work through that until I'm kind of exhausted. I choose my colors. I plan a composition. This was sort of the cantilevered one where the focus is here, but it's balanced over here. I follow very carefully when I get to the final analytical stages, and throughout. I look at the rules and principles, the elements and principles of art, and through them I analyze. This is almost finished, but I've noticed that this is very linear right here. So later on today, I will change this so that it moves differently through the bright dots in the painting. I start very organically, just putting it on, watching it, seeing what's happening, and then towards the end, my brain has to define it, and this is when I bring in the geometry. I like the geometrical shapes because it adds a finishing touch, and then I know I'm done. So come visit me September 9th and 10th. Linda and I will be here for the L&A Studio Tour. Come and see us. Thanks.